Hello. The strange, inexplicable white horse. I've been here before. Please do not climb on the white horse. Why? Because it's got a special meaning. It belongs to the British Council. Mark Wallinger. Oh, there's me. Hello, me. Hello. Mark Wallinger, White Horse 2013, marble and resin, British Council collection. Interesting thing about the British Council that these 4 circles represent the 4 countries of the United Kingdom of Britain. If Scotland gets independence, that will become a triangle. That tells me that it's probably very likely that Scotland will get independence. So the white horse, a curious white horse, it has a certain attraction for a lot of people. I'm getting out of the way now actually because there are some people coming towards it, because they cannot help themselves. It's got a certain allure, a certain thing about it, a certain magnetism, because it is the symbol of that object up there, the sun. The Son of God. Bit of a curious thing about that horse. They're building another one. They're building one 33 kilometres away that will be 33 times the size. 33? Is this an important number to anyone? Yes. 33 is an important number to the Freemasons. What do the Freemasons worship? They worship the sun. So they're building a 33 times life-size version of that, exactly 33 kilometres away, southeast, along the path of the old Roman road, the Roman pathway that led from London to Rome, essentially. It was the exit of this land and the pathway to go back to Rome. The pathway that would be taken by those who basically worshipped Mithra, the sun god, the Mithraic cult. If you draw a line from that white horse to where the new white horse is going to be built in a place called Ebbsfleet Valley, it's exactly along the line of that old arcane symbolic pathway, which I think is a bit scary. It's not an accident. Now they are doing something with the white horse. The white horse in Ebbsfleet is where they're building a thing called a garden city. I mean, who wouldn't want to live in a garden city? I mean, you know, gardens, the countryside, people enjoy it. Let's see what they're doing. Checking the emails. Yeah, that's what they're doing. People love just, you know, hanging out in the gardens. What are they doing? You know, falling in love. What's that woman doing? Falling, you know, vaulting, you know, type of sport. Human beings are animals. We enjoy the countryside. We enjoy gardens. We really do. But we are easily led. And easily fed. grass-fed bullshit. There is actually no such thing as an actual white horse. Normally when you see a white horse, it's actually called a grey horse, because supposedly in reality there is no such thing as a white horse. A white horse is a mythological object. The mythology of the white horse is that the white horse pulls the sun chariot. The white horse is really only seen in the apocalypse, the revelation, the unveiling, the transition, and the returning of the Son of God. Probably one of the reasons that it says do not climb the horse down there is that only the special chosen one should sit on the back of a white horse. Now the place they're building in Ebbsfleet, this garden city, it's a bit strange. I mean, if you look into the history of garden cities, you will find out about a guy called Ebenezer Howard. He was sort of the creator, the founder of the idea of garden cities. He was a Freemason, big Freemason, one of the founders of the lodge up in St. Albans, which is, St. Albans used to be called Verulam. It is like an arcane religious Roman site. And Ebenezer Howard had a vision. He thought society can be moulded by their environment. If you create the perfect environment, you can create the perfect society. But what actually happened with his first garden city, Letchworth Garden City, is that it became a place for the lower classes, the working classes, to be tax farmed. It was the perfect environment to control the working classes. The new city that's being built in Ebbsfleet is going to be what's known as a smart city. A smart city. Now, a smart city is a city that has a technological control grid. It is a city whose houses are monitored for their electricity use. A smart city is known as, or rather, there is a big meeting in June this year in London in the ExCeL Royal Docks, where they have that big Illuminati symbol. You've seen it before. And it's called Safe Cities. Safe cities, apparently, are smart cities. Smart cities are safe cities. And a safe city is like any other city, with the slight change that it has a network of surveillance. This is what makes it safe. It has video surveillance and analytics. It has audio surveillance and cellular surveillance. A safe, smart city is a city whose population are biometrically identified and tracked. Not just in case they're all criminals, but so that the data of their location and their movements and their thoughts and their feelings and their drives and their passions can be sold for corporate gain, for profit. So the idea of the garden city, the smart, safe haven for the working class to be exploited, is being rehashed, remodeled, reframed and rebranded and built next to a statue representing the sun god that is 33 times life size and 33 kilometres away from the headquarters of the British Council. I'm not going to say to you that there is some major conclusion from this video, but all I'm going to say is that I am mildly suspicious about this new smart, safe city in Ebbsfleet. I'm horrendously suspicious about the horse, and yeah, just beware the strange, mystical horse.